What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth. This is The Joyful Sojourn, and in today's video, we are setting up the month of August in my mini horizontal Laurel Denise planner, which I'm using for all things, health, wellness, things that nourish my mind, my body, and my spirit. And I don't know how today's video is going to go because I'm going to do a little bit of decorating, and along the way, I'm going to decide whether or not I want to add all of the icons and decorate my weeklies as well. This has been a tricky planner for me because I so want to plan every week and share with you guys what's going on in my life on this wellness journey every week. And I don't mind doing that, but as I've mentioned in a previous video, it's just hard figuring out how to have the planner available to me when I need it, while also like having issues with when I schedule or when I'm able to come in and actually film the setup video for it. So they're kind of just off a schedule with one another. And so as we get going today, I might decide to go ahead and decorate every weekly, but that doesn't mean that I won't come back if I have capacity this month. We'll see. It doesn't mean I won't come back weekly and check in with you guys, but I might not. I'm not sure yet because I'm just talking about wellness overall with the month of August. August is going to be bananas for me. I do not have scheduled and formal daycare for Esther in the month of August. We're between the summer session and the fall session. And I do have my mom here to help, which is an incredible blessing and more than most. And I am aware of that. But it also means that while I do have her help, I also have Esther a lot more than I would if daycare was in session, which means that my time is going to be really valuable. And obviously I'm going to have more time with Esther, which is great, but it also means I'm going to have less time for doing work and for you're trying to keep to the schedule that I've been maintaining over the last 2 months. So August might be a little bit off for me as far as getting my wellness videos up weekly. It's also going to be a challenge for me because August and September is the busiest time of the year for planner companies. Like, we are already at the point where planner shops, businesses, small and large, are opening up or releasing their January start planners. And for me, as someone who shares stationery products and I receive PR, I receive products to share with you guys so that you can make informed decisions picking your planners for the new year. It just means like my workload is heavier in August and September. And so something's going to give at some point this month. So I wanted to be upfront with all of that now because obviously this is the setup for August and I'm trying to lay the land down for you guys so that some expectations are a little bit managed. So we'll see if I can keep up with the Wellness Wednesdays in the month of August. It's very possible that I won't be able to, but I will say that once we get through August and Esther's schedule kind of evens out a little bit more, and as I introduce something new to my platforms, we might have another way that we can connect on wellness together. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, let's go back and check how things looked in the month of July. This is going to be a quick overview because we are still, as of the filming of this, we are still in the month of July. And so not everything has been populated. And I don't have any summative thoughts on July quite yet because we're not done yet. But this was my month of July, and overall it was an interesting month. I'll just say that. A lot of the chutzpah that I had in June got a little rocky in the month of July, kind of finding those rhythms alongside just kind of chaotic schedule at times and having some gut issues and a lot of nausea. I'm not pregnant, but there were about 2 weeks in the month of July where I felt the worst. Like, I didn't have that kind of nausea when I was pregnant. So it was not fun and it really kind of slowed me down. I want for the month of August though to be more focused on my spiritual disciplines and the weight loss, and that's going to be really hard moving into the new month when my time is extra precious. So over the course of July total, I've only lost about 4 pounds, but I'm okay with that. I really am just trying to get into that rhythm of going to the gym regularly, trying to get into that rhythm and discipline of having daily devotional time, which means reading a book, reading scripture specifically, praying specifically, and just having moments to really kind of like quiet my mind. And I started off June with reading a book called Practicing the Way. And then the same author had another book called the Relentless Elimination of Hurry. And I'm reading through that book right now. And there's a lot of overlap between the two books. They are spiritual books, but just really hitting home to me how lost this humanity is in priorities, and this glorification of grinding, this glorification of hustling and doing the most and being all things to all people. And like, it's too much for me. And that's why one of the reasons why I broke and I quit my job. And we're kind of in this rebuilding phase. And I'm really loving what God is doing in my heart and helping me just learn the rhythms of life that He has for me, has for us, which is Sabbath and rest and really being deliberate with the time that I have. And that is something that I really want to continue into August. And that means while my time is going to be very precious per the usual, I really want to make sure that I remember my core values, my core identity moving into August, when I'm going to feel like I have to do all the things. I have to post as fast as possible. I have to promote as much as possible. I have to like make sure I'm following these schedules. I really don't want to lose perspective. And so that's kind of my headspace going into August. And we'll just see how things develop for me. Step count wise, I struggled early on in the month of July with keeping up my step count above 5,000. But when I started looking at the weekly count of 40,000 or more, that was certainly helpful for me. And so I want to keep with those numbers. Every week, every month, I know there's this temptation to increase my step count by at least 1,000, or go from 40,000 to 50,000, or like change these numbers. And I just still feel like going into this third month of detoxing from my full-time job, I need to remember to be unhurried and just remain at a slow pace and just focus on identity-based goals, identity formation, rather than these like high goals. This language around like grinding and like being a goal setter and all these things, there is like a little bit of value in that, but that's not where I'm at right now. And so just want to keep moving forward, keep at least with the 5,000 steps or higher. I'd love to be above 7,000. And certainly the 40,000 steps a week. So that's where we were at, or where I'm at thinking about steps. Reading, I did pretty well with reading. I'm reading more than I have in a long time, and I don't have any goals or any goals pertaining to or habits separate from really just wanting to make sure I have my devotional time every day. We did really great with no takeout, not eating out. I got to tell you, we were eating out a lot, or ordering out from Uber Eats a lot, when I was working outside the home, and just the convenience factor was awesome. And I just really like food, and I like a variety of food, but we can't afford that anymore. And so we've been really good over the month of July with cutting down on eating out. I'm really proud of us for that. Movement, I tried for the gym 3 days a week, and there were a couple weeks in July where I did not do that. So I want to keep up with the 3 days a week. Spiritual discipline, the weekends were hard for me with spiritual discipline. I think because Saturdays, I'm just all day with my family and I try to sleep in. Sundays, I see going to church as spiritual discipline. So I wouldn't do the reading and prayer time on Sundays, but there's a big difference between going to church and engaging with community and just sitting in silence. And as Christians would say, sitting at the foot of Jesus and just like being in his presence and reading and quieting my head and my heart to like listen to what he might have for me. And so I want to make sure that I don't stop with that one-on-one time with God, even on the days when I'm being fed in a different way, whether that's with like church community or like, a pastor preaching or whatever the case may be. Like that is like corporate worship. And the spiritual disciplines I'm talking about here are individual worship, relationship development, because it is, for me, I believe that having a relationship with Jesus means it's a relationship. Like there's an investment in that relationship, just as if, it's a relationship with my mom or my husband or my brother or Esther. Like there's communication both ways, and we show love and we grow into intimacy with time together. And so I want to make sure that I'm investing in that time on Sundays, even when I'm going to church. So we'll see if I can get better with that. And then lastly, community was the other habit I wanted to track. And I did okay. I mean, basically I did one kind of social related thing a week. I think that is going to ramp up in the fall. So I'm okay with this section being a little palsy? No, what's the word? Is it Peasley? Maybe it's Peasley. I think it's a different one, but oh gosh, you guys, words. I'm okay with this being kind of, I knew it was going to be pretty empty, but as long as I'm engaging with someone once a week in real time, in real life, that's going to be fine. And then I know for a fact that the fall is going to ramp up because I've already signed up for some activities. So that is an overview of July. Let's take a look at August. But before we do that, before we get to some decorating, my order from Proud Sticker Design arrived, and I've told you guys about this shop nonstop in my wellness videos series because I've been using these. We've got like meal planning stickers, my treadmill stickers, my book reading stickers, medicine, and I use these for gym, but yeah, they could be walking stickers as well. But I had reached out to Nicole way back in the day about a habit tracker sticker here because I had spilled coffee all over this planner, and she made some. And so we're going to check those out because my order just arrived. And for those of you who don't have this mini planner from Laurel Denise, the habit tracker is on the back of the last weekly here. And what I had done was I cut this off and I glued it down here because I really like seeing it all in one spread. That's what's great about the Laurel Denise planners is you have your monthly, your weekly, and then you have this like dashboard page that kind of sticks out. And I really like having the habit tracker here. So I placed another order when Nicole from Proud Sticker Design released some new stickers, and she was having a sale, and she made some habit tracker stickers. She also finally came out with going along with these clear icons that I really, really like. She made some cross ones so that I can use the cross to identify the spiritual discipline parts of my day. So let's take a look at my Proud Sticker Design haul, and then we will get to decorating. So yeah, Proud Sticker Designs on Etsy. I will link her shop down below. When it comes to Etsy, they don't have each shop doesn't have their own affiliate link, but Etsy does. So I do have an Etsy affiliate link down below. And that is what is listed. So let's take a look at what we have. I am very excited. Ooh, okay. So here is her version of, it's one sheet. The whole sheet is a sticker. And I had sent her images, excuse me, of the habit tracker from Laurel Denise. And I gave her the measurements. And this is pretty much, yeah, the same measurement as this guy. Of course, there's going to be some buffer up there for the habit tracker title, but look at that. That is going to be perfect. And then I got, how many of these did I get? Did I get 6 of these? Yeah. So no, I got 3 of these, but it's 6. So this is to replicate this page, and it's B8801. And then she came up with this one for those that want a narrower one to fit inside the to do this month column. And I don't want to, do I want to use this one? The circles are a lot smaller, and what I like about the bigger ones is it's going to fit my dot pen dot a lot better. These are going to be a little bit tighter. You can do it, but it's going to be a little bit tighter, but it's going to take up less real estate on your dashboard. So I ordered both because I wanted you guys to see the difference between the two. So again, that's the B8801, and then this is the B8802. And this whole sheet is a sticker. And then because these are narrower, you get 2 of these per sticker sheet. So the value is obviously going to be better if you do this. It's just whether or not you want your dots to be that small and how much space you want on that dashboard. So I don't want to use this sticker, but just to show you, this will fit right here. I mean, it's a little bit smaller too. So you could like put some deco behind it as well if you wanted to. And you've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different habits that you can track in that spot. So wanted to make sure you guys could see the, now I wonder if I'm gonna have to see if I can stick this down safely, because I want to make sure I can use this. There we go. I think I got that back in. Okay. So anyways, really excited to see these, and they look great. So we're definitely going to use one of these today. So we've got our new Laurel Denise Habit Tracker stickers, and these guys can be used on other planners, guys. They're just sized in mind, or with the mini horizontal in mind, which I think is super rad. So we've got those stickers. Then I picked up, these are all clear icons. Can you tell what these are? These are makeup stickers, and I'm gonna pull one of these off. And I am going to be putting this makeup sticker on my monthly. I just really want to track the days that I wear makeup. And that might seem a little ridiculous to you, but you know, now that I don't work outside the home, I'm really not caring about my appearance that much. I'm not putting on makeup as much, and that's fine. And I'm not trying to say anything about not wearing makeup, but I always feel more put together, more fancy. That's what I say when Esther watches me put on makeup. I don't say I'm doing it to make myself feel pretty, or, oh, mommy wants to be pretty. I say fancy. Mom wants to be fancy today. We're going to be fancy and put on makeup, so that she knows that there's not an association with makeup and beauty. It's just being fancy. But I'm really curious to see like how frequently I put makeup on, and maybe I do more regularly, like caring for myself and getting ready for the day, like actually getting dressed, putting my makeup on, kind of pulling myself together even if I'm not going out. So got these, and I'm going to be using these icons in the monthly overview. So I'll log the days that I go to the gym, I'll log my period, I'll log the days I put on makeup, all of that with these little icons. And look how cute they are. It's going to fit perfectly in that monthly overview. So got these, and they're F4042. Next, I got clear hearts, and I'm going to use these for date nights, probably over on my other planner, not in my wellness guy. And then I got more of these clear number stickers. I just really like these. So I got more of these. Now, I was thinking I would use the dumbbell to represent the gym this month instead of my walking guy, because I don't know, I just feel like he's meant for walking. And I like the idea of using the weights for the gym. And then at some point when I actually start lifting, because I do want to start doing that, I'll use these to note the days I'm actually lifting weights. So, and just make sure you're paying attention to the numbers down at the bottom if these are what you're interested in. All right, so next we have the crosses, and there are 2 different sizes of crosses. I got both sizes to show you guys, and I wasn't sure, I couldn't really tell which size was gonna work best for the mini, and I figured it would be the small one, and as I'm looking this, like the smaller ones are definitely what I'll use here in the mini, but I think these bigger ones would work well in my daily planner. So I'm still going to use these, but I think the minis are going to be better. And they're just clear kiss cut crosses, and they'll be great for noting the spiritual disciplines. So there you go. You've got R1002 and R1001, or I guess big and small. And we'll use those today. And then the last item I picked up, oh, did I know that I got paper? I can't remember if I got paper. Oh, you know what? I think I have these in clear, so I got them in paper as well. But these are period tracker flowers, and they're F1902. I don't know if you can tell, but the petals are all different. So if you have spotting, there's like a spotting flower, and then if it's kind of a light flow, there's 3 petals that are a little darker, and then if it's a medium flow, you got a little bit more of the petals darker, and then if it's the full Monty, then it's fully red. So I thought that might be kind of an interesting thing to see. I last month tracked when my period was, but and I used a pad. Where is it? There it is. But I didn't track like the details of it, and I thought it might be nice to track the details. So, and to make this last a little bit longer, I might actually cut these in half and do them as like half, and plus they'll take up less space in this section, but I'll actually trim these in half and just butt them up against the bottom line, so it'll be like a half flower for the week of my period. So these are all the stickers I picked up from Proud Sticker Design. I hope that this is helpful for you in your journey towards wellness along with me. And I gotta decide, as I collect more and more of the Proud Sticker Design stickers, gotta decide whether or not I'm gonna create my own album for these, or if they're just gonna keep going in my other disc albums. Okay, so let's do some quick decorating. And how are we doing on time? Already 23 minutes, guys. Wow. Okay, I think I'm going to have to do this really fast. And at least for this first week, because we are running out of time, I'm not going to decorate the whole month. So that means next week you will see me decorate the rest. So stay tuned for that. But let's just get kind of the foundation going. I grabbed Tropical Abstract, such a pretty sticker book. And so I thought I would just throw down some flourishes here, some fun deco. And I definitely want to leave the this guy completely naked and open. So we're not going to do any deco there, but we can certainly add some fun flourishes. So I'm going to go in here. Oh, and this is, again, this is the Tropical Abstract sticker book. It's a big sticker book from Casthetic Plans. And I've already used this collection. I've used this collection. So we are going to go with this last one that I have not used yet, which is like these kind of paint schmears and greenery. I feel like that's a good kind of end end to summer aesthetic. So I'm just gonna grab some of these clear stickers and let's just do this. Let's just throw down some deco. I don't know if I need the full month of September visible, so I'm going to just throw this down here and trim this guy off. I'm excited to have more icon stickers. At this point, I'm making like a pretty big financial investment into this planner. It all adds up for sure. And you don't need to use icons like I am, but I just, when I decorate and when I use fun icons like this, it just makes me like excited to use my planner. And so it is a motivator for me, for better or for worse. All right, so we're throwing that guy down. I love being able to cut a sticker and then, actually I could probably just this guy off. I'll be able to cut a sticker and then put the piece that I cut off, but it's somewhere else. So we can use walls the sticker. So we've got a little bit of that guy. And yeah, I mean, I think I don't want to do much more than that. I think we can add a little bit of green, actually. Maybe like right here. That works. Trim this off. Getting sticker everywhere. So that's just a little something something. And let's see. We're gonna go all the way to the end, so I can't do anything down here to balance that, but that's okay. Now, I liked having my things that nourish my mind, body, and spirit here, and then food tracking here. Oh, that was the other thing I was gonna say I wanna do differently for August. I tried really hard to write down when I was eating back in June and July, and I like the idea of it, but I just couldn't keep up with it, and then I felt bad or like guilty not writing down the times that I ate. So for August, we are just going to write down what I ate, but we're not going to write down the times or be worried about the times. Now, if I write down the times, it's fine, but I'm telling myself that I don't have to or that I'm not going to, so that I don't deal with the guilt for not doing that. I hope that makes sense. I really have enjoyed having the weather here, so I am going to leave that underneath each of the days of the week, and then have my disciplines here, my food here, and then my weekly stats here. So, and I think I had a little bit of room to decorate in the previous, yeah, I mean, I never really went all the way across. So let's add maybe some fun deco just for a little kick, and I can do this every week. And that's my plan for this planner, is to use the same sticker book for the whole month, so that as I flip through these guys, I see like an aesthetic that matches the whole thing. So we're not going to do too much fiddling with the deco, but I'm just adding some like color here just for fun. And I think we should add a leaf as well. Nothing too crazy. Just enough of a little peekaboo. And I don't really have room for that over here. Excuse me, so I'm gonna leave that. I could add a little bit of something if I wanna, I guess, play with some design. I could kind of just throw this here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Then I'll just have to write around it. Just playing around here. And I think I want to add just a little bit of black. So I'm going to take this guy and cut it right there. And put it right there. Again, this is just for kicks. I don't want to lose too much writing space. Okay. I really liked my stamps last month, doing the stamps here, but I don't want to play with stamps right now. So we are not going to deal with the stamps. I'm going to leave this open unless I see them. Hold on. Let me look at my desk for just a moment. I don't see them. So technically what I could do, if I'm going to use the gym stickers or the dumbbell or the weight stickers for the gym, I could technically use the little walking dude down here. Let's do that. So let's take my walking stickers and I'm going to take my sharper tweezers, and I'm just going to put this guy here for each day. And this is where I'll log my steps and like basically all the data from my fitness watch will go here. I love her clear stickers, her clear icons so much, especially when you get the little itty bitty ones, the small ones. You get so many on a sheet, so you can be kind of liberal with how you use them. So I think that is super nice. So we're gonna lay this guy down, and then now in previous months I would do like dot pens, but now that I have the crosses, the crosses and the ellipticals, I could just do the icons themselves. Now I'm going to leave off the elliptical and populate it when I do it, but I am going to add the books each day because I am going to read every day this week. And that can be, I count books as either like pleasure, entertainment, you know, fiction books, or if I'm doing some reading of like nonfiction, or if it's like spiritual or my Bible. I kind of use this book icon liberally. Any reading, and that includes audiobooks. I feel like audiobooks are cheating, but I've been told by someone who is big in the reading world that audiobooks count as reading. So we're gonna count that as audiobook as well. And then now that we have these little baby crosses, hey, we can put this down for doing something each day that is for my spirit. So, the idea, if you're new to my wellness videos, is every day I want to do something that nourishes my mind, my body, and my spirit. The book icon represents the mind. The treadmill icon that I'm not laying down right now represents the body. And the cross icon for me represents spirit. So mind, body, and spirit every day. And I recognize that not putting the treadmill down every day means I'm not doing something for my body every day. But, you know, some days I go to Costco and I'm walking around a lot and then unloading a car full of really heavy groceries. And that to me qualifies or counts as body. So there are everyday life things that do count as taking care of the body. So mind, body, and spirit for every day. I'm going to put the temperature, weather for the week each day here. And I think that's all I'm going to do here. I could add icons just for kicks over here. Let's see. Do we want to do that? Sure. Why not? We're in an icon mood. I might not do this every week. I think these fork and knife stickers are meant to be for like meal planning, but they could be for food as well, or like eating. They're just such a fun way to add like a little pop of something. Even if you're not a decorative planner, there's something really satisfying about getting your planner set up every month and like using these little icons to note special things. Okay, so we've got our monthly setup. We have the first full week in August setup. Let's take a look at this back dashboard section. Now, because I'm not going to be using this habit tracker, this is just going to be open. I mean, I could do additional habits tracked here. I don't know. Maybe I'll cover this whole thing with a sticker. I mean, I could do that. What would that even look like? I love that we've got some pre-made clusters here that I could use. Just curious, what would this like really big long one look like? Does this fit? It does. So, okay, well, there's one thing. Some people might be a little stressed by the numbers underneath, but it kind of adds like a cool texture to it. So maybe that's all right. I can grab another one. The shape of this looks like it could fit. Sure. Why not? Do I know what I'm going to put in these boxes? Sure don't, but that's okay. That is quite all right. And I could probably add a little bit more deco, like right here. Shall we? Let's go for it. Ooh, those are pretty. Let's see. Let's grab this guy, this sticker. I'm just gonna throw this right here. That works for me, and it matches the whole like kit and caboodle. So we're good there. Now let's tackle this dashboard, and then we're gonna call it a video. So I want to use the big kahuna. So excited for this. So excited for this. Let's see lengthwise. Am I still going to be able to? Yep. We're still going to have some nice margin there. So I'm going to peel the sticker off. It's the whole sheet. And I'm gonna throw this down. Am I gonna want, no, this kind of fits perfectly. Look at that. I love it. Dude. Well done, Nicole. Perfect. Y'all see that? Super nice. I could have whited out that line right there to keep a nice, oh man, that is so much nicer than gluing down a piece of paper on this side. I love that. That is so nice. Love, love, love. Now let's add some more deco. And let's see. I did this last month. I really like using this as a line. So I'm going to take my pen and maybe I should use just my ruler on this just to make sure. Right, we'll just go right there. I'm going to draw a line. I don't like when there's writing that like goes past, like if I was writing here and went all the way across, I don't like the look of like words being cut off. So this line tells me to stay writing on that side. And then what I can do is take some pretty clear stickers from my sticker book, and I'm going to butt them up against that line. And I do not want to have any of that plastic crossing over into the dots. So just trimming this a little bit. And we're so close. I'm going to trim this off so that when I do my dot pen, it doesn't slip and slide on a plastic sticker. So I'm just trying to kind of peel that off. Did I get it? I think so. All right, so we've got that guy, and ooh, that's pretty. I really like this one. I'm gonna have to do quite a bit of trimming though. Actually, if I go this way, trim off that guy. I think I can get that to work. All right, now I'm gonna try to trim this like on the line. Okay. Ooh, and I just like the way like illustrations come off of a line. I just think it looks cool. Let's throw this piece I just cut off. Let's throw it down right there. Actually, let's move that out of the way. Let's see. Let's go with another one of these. Oh yeah, that was easy. Didn't have to do any trimming there. And then let's grab this little guy and I'm gonna cut this. Cut this right here. Bam. Pretty. I like that a lot, a whole lot. Let's see, I've got a nice little piece here. I don't want to waste it. So where can we throw this guy? I wonder if I can just kind of bulk this out a little bit, or add a little bit of green down there. No, I want to leave this. I'm going to hold on to this for a second. So what I did last month is I had this split in half, and I wrote about my perspective the first part of the month, and then like at the beginning of the month, and then reflections on the end of the month. And I think I want to do that again. So I'm going to take this aside. I'm going to count my dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So 13 is the halfway point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I'm just going to draw my line all the way across. Like so. And I guess I could take these boxes, like a pink one and a green one, and I'm gonna just plop this guy right here. And this guy. Right here. And so it's more like it's like a journaling section. We're gonna put start and my reflections at the start and the finish. So I think here, let's just throw this guy. We need a spot for it. How about right here? Sure, there. It's kind of weird, but that's okay. Okay, I think, oh, we need our habits. What habits do we want to track? So, oh, and we can use these boxes for, ooh, I hope I have enough since I just used that one. Oh, we have plenty. Okay, so let's throw these guys down for a little bit of color. A little something, something. I'm not a kit person, but I do like things being somewhat coordinated. Throw these here. Oh, speaking of kits, I did celebrate the Planner Kate anniversary sale by picking up some items, and she does have some Laurel Denise kits that I think I got like one sheet, one style of sheet in 2 different designs to see how they work in these. So we will do that in a future month. But yeah, this is very kind of kitty, sort of. Okay, so let's take a look at what I did. So I did steps, reading, didn't eat out, movement, spiritual discipline, community. Should we repeat these things? So let's do steps. And I liked doing different dots for 5K, and so 5K plus and 7K plus. So 2 different dots. And then I did read, and then eating out. I need a concise way to say, like, not eating out, eating in. I'll just put eat in. Eat in. And then let's do, I'm going to do daily Devo instead of my spiritual discipline. I'm going to put daily Devo. And then what else did I did? What else did I did? Movement and community. I guess movement again. Oh, Sadie, your tummy's making noises. I guess I could do community. Is that what I want to do? I'm going to do connect, because last month I meant community by like in-person stuff, but I think connect might be more meaningful for the month of August. And that means like calling a friend, calling my brother, exchanging videos on Marco Polo with somebody, like just kind of connecting with people. So I'm going to do connect. Okay. All right, guys, I think we're done. So here, we'll do a full little flippity flop. Oh, poor Sadie. Is your tummy growling? We're almost done, sweet girl. Okay, so here, should we zoom in a little bit? Here is my monthly overview. This is where I'm going to track when I wear makeup. Maybe I'll track date nights. I will definitely be tracking when I go to the gym and my lady business. Then we have things that nourish my mind, my body, and my spirit every day. And I will be using icons for that. And then we have tracking my food, what I ate every day. This is where I'll put my fitness stats. And then jumping to the back, we have open boxes for whatever I want. I just kind of needed to fill this, and I'll figure out what makes sense here. Maybe just thoughts throughout the month that I'm having, or if I have some strategies I want to implement for next month, or if I have an idea for something I want to track, maybe I'll write it down here so I can remember it. And then we have journaling, how I'm feeling at the start of the month, and then how I'm feeling at the end of the month. And then lastly, we have my habits. So there is my setup for the first full week in August, and really for the month of August. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. Come hang out with me on Instagram. My handle is The Joyful Sojourn. And if you want to hang out with me again and see me use all the planners and all the things, then make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Laurel Denise discount code is down in the description box, and my affiliate link for Etsy for Proud Sticker Design is also in that description box. All right, friends, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today, and I'll see you in my next video.